Peter and Paul. Today we honor the martyrdom of the two apostles in Rome. They are celebrated on the same day because legend has it that they were executed on the same day under the command of Emperor Nero and were buried in Rome. Although historical records say that Peter and Paul were martyred in the year 64 AD and 67 AD respectively. This day commemorates the lives and the deaths of two prominent figures who are considered founders of the Church of Rome. Peter represents the stability of the church and the office of the Vicar of Christ. Paul represents the mission of evangelization that was entrusted to the church by Jesus himself. He also was the church's first theologian, which is seen in his numerous letters that expound on the Gospels. Their martyrdom reminds us that the church must remain oriented to the preaching of the gospel. Yet to grow and to flower, it has to promote the understanding of the mysteries of faith and become beacons of truth. St. Peter, initially named Simon, was one of the 12 apostles and is considered the first pope. St. Paul, initially a persecutor of Christians, underwent a profound conversion experience and became a key figure in spreading Christianity, particularly to the Gentiles. Although both Peter and Paul became martyrs, the readings of the day emphasize that in spite of the challenges and dangers of evangelization, God will support our efforts and make them successful, which includes protecting us and freeing us from our persecutors. After being freed by an angel from prison, despite being heavily guarded, Peter declared, "Now I know for certain that the Lord sent his angel and rescued me from the hand of Herod and from all the Jewish people had been expecting." Jesus also told Peter in the gospel that the gates of hell will never prevail against his church. Paul, in his second letter to the Corinthians, speaks of the paradox of the ministry of Christ. We are afflicted in every way, but not constrained, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed, always carrying about in us the body of the dying Christ, so that the life of Jesus may also be manifested in our body. That is, we become Christ to others. Awaiting execution in Rome, Paul writes, "The Lord will rescue me from every kind of evil threat and bring me safe to his heavenly kingdom. To him be glory forever and ever." As we honor these two pillars of the church, recall the fact that though they are great saints, they were also ordinary men called to extraordinary vocations. They responded, and God used them in ways they could have never imagined. Ponder your own calling in the light of theirs and resolve to lay down your life for the church, joining yourself to these two men so that God can continue their, Peter and Paul, holy mission through you.